Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangstar Magician Tarot. Well, I'll be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself, and I'm here to deliver you a message because that is what I do. Okay, so let's see what we're working with right now. You know what is going on over here? Because I know what I'm doing is granting your wishes because that's what I do. I like to grant wishes. I'm a wish granter. I also got us protection. I got our main enforcer here, Archangel Mike, brother, up in the house. He said he's back. He said he's ready. He's ready for anything right now. He says he's ready to split some demon heads. So just understand, we split demon heads with black tourmaline too. You hit him right in the head and it comes right back to us. Our boomerang tourmaline. Okay. Now we open our hearts to you because we love you, and we're opening our heart chakra. We welcome in all unconditional love. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, that's what we like to do here. We like to welcome in unconditional love because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? People tried to block that from you. They didn't want you to feel any love, they said. They said you didn't deserve it. They said you're worthless. They said you're this, you're that, you're that. But guess what? Their people are being seen as exactly what they said you are. All right? So, there you go. Ain't that ironic? So, let's see what we're working with here. So just know you have a new world here, brother. This cycle is complete. Like I said, time is up for these people. There's no more time to play games now. The time for games are over. Okay? You're not here to play anymore. Okay? The games are over. Alright? Because you have work to do here. You got Three of Pentacles. You're collaborating. You have teamwork. You and your soul tribe. You're putting something together. You're making something happen here. Okay, people want to be around you. They want to work. They don't want to be around this Seven of Cups, these options, this confusion, this illusion. Nobody wants this fantasy. They know it's bullshit. They know none of this is real. Okay, they know you are the only one. Okay, nobody wants to deal with this. That's what they tried to get people stuck on. Okay, and Ace of Wands. Everybody knows you have the urge to create. Now they have an urge to create with you. Three of Pentacles. Okay, they have this is showing that you have new projects here. You're an inspiration to these people. Okay, and that's why you're receiving this generous offer with the Six of Pentacles. Of course you are if you're working together. People, they want you to lead them. Okay, they know. Okay, not only are you going to be, receiving a generous offer, but you're going to be publicly recognized for this. Okay, because why wouldn't you be? Okay, really. I mean, you deserve this. You deserve this in such a way that I never seen somebody deserve something. Okay, and you are going to get this. You're going to get everything that was taken from you. You're going to get everything that was meant for you. And you're not even going to have to worry about this ever again. Okay, it's all over. Those days are over now. You're safe now. You're with the 8th house crew. You ain't got to worry about nothing no more. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about no more. Can't fuck with you. Alright? Because if they could, they already would, okay? They can't do nothing now. All right, at one time, maybe they could. But not when you come together as a team. Not when you're part of a crew. When you're part of a crew, they can't fuck with you. All right? That's what we are. We're the 8th house crew. The baddest of the bunch. All right? Ask anybody. Ask about us. All right? That's all you got to do. They shiver, I tell you. So let's get an overall energy here. See what we're working with, God, please. And thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. I'm very, very thankful for all my new subscribers, and I'm very grateful for the position we're in right now. So thank you. Okay, thank you for everyone. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so now we know what we're working with. We're working with somebody on the other side who was unable to build their foundation on a 10 of cups like you. Okay, there's a 10 of cups in reverse here. Some shattered dreams. There's, broken family, a little domestic disharmony over here. Some disconnection, misaligned values. There's some struggling relationships, I must say. And you know why this is all happening? Because of you being in this 9 of Wands energy. You being so brave and courageous. You stood up to whoever was coming against you. You said, you know what? No, it's not going to work this way, okay? We're not playing this way. We're going to play my way, all right? And that's exactly what you did. And that's why these people, they got so aggravated. They couldn't understand what they were doing. They lost their mind trying to destroy you, okay? And you were just baiting them in the entire time. This is how silly these people are. So whatever. That's exactly what's happening to them right now. And now they're going to find themselves in a situation that they may not really enjoy, okay? Because you are the one who's pure and innocent here, okay? You're the one, all right? You're the one who has remained pure and innocent, that has new beginnings, okay? They tried to say that you weren't pure, okay? But they're mistaken, sadly, okay? Because you were the most pure and innocent Queen of Wands around, okay? And you know why I just say that? Because the Queen of Wands is right here. You are pure and innocent Queen of Wands. That's exactly what you are, okay? Nobody's going to take this. Nobody's going to say otherwise. They can't. It's not possible anymore. The days are over. Them days are over. They're all over now. You don't got to worry about nothing like this no more. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because now, here we go. Now we know who you're dealing with. So this is, we were wondering what happened. Because this, see, if you watched the reading yesterday, you had the Empress in reverse, which is your copycat, and then the matriarch, who is the High Priestess in reverse, who were going down the tubes yesterday, okay? So we know that they're finished. We know death is knocking on their door, okay? But you know now what we're looking at? This King of Swords in reverse character, okay? Now this is who you really don't like. This is the head of the snake. Okay, this is the one that you want to chop this head off. Okay, this is where the whole thing will die once this one's gone. Okay, and this one's trying to get away from. They're trying to find a way out of this. Okay, but it's not going to work. They're going to try to blame it on the matriarch. They're going to try to blame it on the so and so. They're going to say they were tricked, that they didn't really want it. They're going to say a lot of things. But Seven of Pentacles, they didn't have a long-term view like you. Okay, they see now that you have a long-term view. They see how pure and innocent you are, and they see how people are responding to you. And this King of Swords reverse knows that they have to somehow get in your good graces. They're trying to figure out a way, okay, because they have a broken family here. Their life is going down the tubes, and you already know what this person's all about. And they're not getting another shot. King of Swords reverse will never get another shot. They're a malicious person who lacks empathy. What the fuck second chance do you think you're going to get? Are you out of your mind? And they're being seen for this, too. And then they're going to act like they were tricked. They wanted to do this. Okay, this person wanted to do this. This person was probably the fucking, the what's it called? The main fucking culprit here. Alright, and who did they have with them? This Queen of Cups in reverse, of course. Okay, so now you know you're dealing with a Queen of Cups in reverse and a King of Swords in reverse right now. Okay, so this King of Swords in reverse now was recommending this Queen of Cups in reverse to be with your counterpart, saying this person was the real one, okay, and that you, okay, this pure and innocent Queen of Wands that you are, full energy, okay, was this Queen of Cups. So they were saying that you were this Queen of Cups in reverse, and that this person was a pure and innocent Queen of Wands, okay? They were trying to say you were clingy, you were over-emotional, you were, you know, you were just, you know, it's like a real fucking nut, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This ain't somebody, it's like, they're not fun, okay? It's like very codependent, insecure person. That's what they try to make you out to be. But this is exactly what these people are, okay? Because you know why? Because this Emperor's here, and they know exactly what a real fucking Empress energy is, okay? And they know that this person's no fucking divine feminine, okay? Now they know this Emperor wants to know, why did this King of Swords recommend this person, okay? Why did they push you away? Why did they say you were something that you weren't? Why did they say all these things? Okay, now this King of Swords in reverse is saying, oh, well, they only did that because other people were saying it too. Okay, but then why did they go out of their way to go find this whole new person that they did, and they put this person, this is the same, this is the Empress in reverse, this is, they was very friendly with this person, this King of Swords in reverse. So this is like your counterparts, like business partner, best friend, or colleague, somebody, okay, that did not like you because they knew that you would eventually make this person see through this person's bullshit, because this person was riding on your counterpart's coattails, okay? So they figured that you would eventually see through that and point it out to them, and then they would lose whatever status they have. So they figured they had to get rid of you, okay, and replace you with this Queen of Cups in reverse so they could control this person, okay? And then, so this is what the King of Swords in reverse and the matriarch, the High Priestess in reverse, they needed this person so they could continue controlling this divine masculine, okay? So now, all of them are being seen, okay, by this Emperor. This Emperor is saying clearly what was happening here, all right? And they knew this. They were also baiting these people in. So remember that. This hell had to happen this way. There's no other way this could have happened. It's just what had to happen. So you could either, you know, your greatest tool is going to be your forgiveness, okay? The only way you're going to get where you want your wish come true is if you learn to forgive, even if forgiving the unforgivable, okay? As long as the person's healed, They are willing, they're able to be forgiven. Okay, and now I'm not saying forgive everybody, but I'm not saying welcome back unhealed people. No, I'm saying if a person comes back healed, even if they did something that was unforgivable, it's still, I don't know. I mean, that's up to you, but I'm just saying that is how you completely release, okay? You completely release whatever negativity that's left in you, okay? And now, this Queen of Cups in reverse, this King of Swords in reverse, that's in this Ten of Cups in reverse, they're fucking heartbroken over here with this Three of Swords, okay? They are heartbroken that you remain in this full energy, pure and innocent, having your new beginnings. They're heartbroken. They cannot believe this. After all they put you through, you should have came back bitter. You should have came back angry. You should have been all types of messed up. But now you're going to be getting your wish come true with this Two of Cups, okay? Because why wouldn't you? All right, you deserve it. You earn this, okay? These King of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they made you into a superstar, okay? They displayed characteristics for you that you never even would have seen of yourself, okay, if these people didn't attack you like this. All right, there you go. This light's popping on that. So whatever. This light's flickering. I got to do something about that. It's a ghost in here, I think. Whatever. They love us, the ghost here. They said, we love the 8th house crew. They're like our fans and stuff. So don't worry about it. They love us. So nobody's going to bother you here. All right, so yeah, we have this pure innocent fuel here who's dealing with this King of Swords in reverse and this, this heartbroken King of Swords in reverse and this heartbroken Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, that, are not being viewed as the star of the show. Okay, so they tried to make it like this Queen of Cups in reverse was you, the star of the show. But now this person's clearly being seen as not the star. Okay, they're heartbroken because of this, because they never seen you coming back. They never seen you remaining this pure and innocent. They never seen it, Eight of Wands, happening so quickly either. Nobody saw this coming. Just know that nobody saw you coming. You came through like a wrecking ball. Okay, nobody's seen this happening. You were like, what's it called? The fucking Kool-Aid man. You just bust through the fucking wall. You're just like, yeah, oh yeah. And they're like, oh shit, this motherfucker. But so just know, they did not see you coming back. Nobody did. And that's what makes this comeback so personal, so amazing. Okay, because remember, nobody remembers the setback. They only remember the comeback. And that's exactly what you're doing here. And that's why this Page of Wands energy in reverse is here. These people now lack direction. They have self-limiting beliefs, okay? You destroyed their confidence, absolutely, because they were supposed to. This was all supposed to fall in place where you being destroyed. Everybody was supposed to live this happily ever after at your expense. And you were supposed to serve all this karma, be gone, you were supposed to be finished, but they didn't know that you had this Seven of Pentacles, this long-term view. Even though you stated you had this long-term view, even though they knew you were a hard worker, even though they knew you were perseverant, even though they knew you never gave up, they still thought you were going to give up. Make that make sense, okay? They still thought that you weren't going to remain pure and innocent. Whatever, fine, you like to prove people wrong. That's what you do. You're consistently proving people wrong, to the chagrin of them, okay? Because Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, what's happening here is they want your counterpart. They want the person to try one more time. Eight of Cups in reverse. They want them to try one more time with this Queen of Cups in reverse, who's not the star of the show. Okay, so this is what's giving away this King of Swords reverse now. Okay, so this King of Swords reverse is going to your counterpart. Okay, and he's stating that, because he knows that this King of Swords knows that once this counterpart comes through, that they're finished. Okay, so they're actually trying to do this for their basically, their life is on the line here, okay? Death is coming for this person. This person will be the first to go. So here's the thing. This person now goes to your counterpart, and they say, oh, I think you should go back with this, Queen of Cups in reverse. They're not, staying there, Queen of Cups in reverse, but they're trying to say that, it's just a rough patch, and that, you are making it like this, and that, that this person really is just very upset because they feel like, that's your actual soulmate. The other one, like us, you're the karmic, and that you're a warlock or a witch or this. Anything possible they could say to keep this. But this person knows this is all bullshit, okay? Because they know that this is Five of Swords. They're trying to win at all costs. Okay, they already seen what this person did. So now this person gave themselves away. This person's giving themselves away little by little over the years. Okay, very little, They don't just come right out and give themselves away. They try to pretend like they're warm and fuzzy, like they're helpful. This is like the friend that, comes, is always like, ooh, I don't know about that, and then acts like they're helping you, But realistically, they're actually hurting you. And that's exactly what they are, because bringing in this Queen of Cups in reverse and saying that they're the star of the show, while you were the clear star of the show, and they said you were nothing. So what does that say about this person's observation skills on talent? Okay, see, it shows that they don't have an eye for talent, right? Or they're fucking something else, or they have another motive. What was this King of Swords reverse motive? Why were they wanting to win at all costs? Why were they trying to get rid of you? What happened here? We'd like to know. Let's find out. We know why though. Let's let the cards tell us though. Okay. Alright, because they knew how action-oriented and ambitious you were. Okay, you were a threat to this person. This King of Swords reverse knew you were a threat because you were making your divine masculine a better person. Okay, this person was not able to control that person anymore while you were around because you were too action-oriented, you were too ambitious, you were too intuitive, you've seen through too much shit. You weren't going to let this person manipulate your counterpart anymore. Okay, it's the same thing with the matriarch. You're not going to let this High Priestess reverse manipulate your counterpart. So this is why you became such a threat to these people. They were like, no, they got to go. We need to get our own person who will let us do this, okay? Because they need to continue to siphon their energy, okay? And who did they want to do this to? Your King of Cups, of course, okay? Your counterpart. This is what they were originally, okay? This is who they were until they came across these people, all right? And then these people turned them into a King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, but now this person's an emperor, and they're seeing exactly what's going on here. I mean, they knew what was going on, but they had to let these people go, give themselves away, because if they just came and confronted them right off the bat and said, oh, I know you're doing this, this is the one who says this. That was preposterous. I would never do that to you. I'm your brother. I love you. We're best friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what this person does, and then they bring in this fucking jerk off, this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, but the fact is all this did was make you appear even more desirable, more pure, more innocent. You know what I mean? They made you 10 times better than you were. All right, so thank you, because they need you to be like all angry at them, like all mad about this. Like, oh, I'm so angry that they did this. No, thank you. You made us the best version of ourselves. Thank you. Okay, the King of Cups thanks you too, and then we tell them to leave. Now you can go. Get out of here. Beat it. Okay, Bad Moose, you're whack to us. Okay, we don't want to be bothered with you. Take those rhymes back to the factory. I see the gimmicks, the whack lyrics. This shit is depressing. It really is. This shit is depressing. Okay, because now they're hangman in reverse because they want to keep it delays and standstills. That they're not seeing things from different perspectives. As King of Swords reverse, they're refusing to look at things from another perspective. They're refusing to pause and surrender and see that what they're doing is going to destroy themselves and their families. They're not looking at this. Okay, they're just looking at this as from a survival point. Okay, but they're in a 10 of Cups in reverse, shattered dreams here. Okay, there's domestic disharmony. Now they want 8 of Cups in reverse. Your counterpart to try one more time with someone who's being clearly seen as a Queen of Cups in reverse, that's in star in reverse energy, that's, you know, heartbroken. Page of Wands in reverse has no direction, and they want to push them back and say, you know, you don't want to be around this action-orientated, pure, innocent person. They're the bad one. They're no good. This is how ridiculous this King of Swords, the reverse, is coming off right now. He's pointing at you and saying, look, this energy, and this energy is being seen like that. Knight of Swords, Fool, and pointing at them and saying that you're no good, you're rotten, and that this person right here is the one that your counterpart should stay with. Okay, this Queen of Cups, you know, Star, Page of Wands in reverse energy. This is what they're so now this question is like, well, why are you wanting me to do this? Okay, this is what this King of Cups is asking this person. Why are you so adamant that, you know, and this person has no answers because they know they have a motive, so they're being seen. The King of Wands sees through them, okay? And now, why that's happening, next Page of Pentacles, you're manifesting this to happen. You're manifesting the end for this King of Swords in reverse, okay? This person will need a doctor, okay? Because they are going to not be able to handle what happens next, okay? They will not be able to handle this. They've never seen this coming. What this person's going to go through, the humiliation, is going to be so severe that this person will have to, I don't know how they're going to survive this. I really have no idea. Okay, because Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because now they're feeling stuck. Okay, they're stuck because they're tied to this Queen of Cups in reverse, and this person's unraveling. So now this is why this person is being seen. Same thing with the matriarch. All comes down to this Queen of Cups in reverse unraveling. Now it sees, why were these two such buddies with this person? Why? And then you are emerging as this fucking ultimate person, and they're being seen as working without reward and feeling stuck. Okay, because they're not getting nothing out of this. Okay, they thought that you were going to be destroyed, that this Queen of Cups in reverse was going to come and replace you, and they were going to siphon all the energy, that your counterpart would have probably took themselves out, and they would have got whatever. They would have gotten all this. This is what their plan was, okay? But they had no idea that you were so balanced with this temperance. They really didn't, okay? Even though they seen you never act a certain way, they put you in such a pressure situation that most people would have cracked and crumbled, but not you. Not you. Okay, all you did was show them how big a diamond you really are. That's all they made out of you, was a diamond. That's all they did. A very, 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 very impressive diamond you are, too. Very, very well cut. You're a princess cut. You're very, very amazing. Very clear. A lot of clarity with you. Alright? Very beautiful. Okay, because that's why the Chariot is moving along here, okay? Movement is here. Okay, you got situations going. So you have this Knight of Swords and this Chariot moving for this pure, innocent fool that you are, okay? So that just tells me that the end is near, okay? Because it's a 9-year, I'll say it again. It's a 1.5 months left, okay? It's an end, January. What do you see? You're going to say, oh, wow. Okay, because listen, the King of Wands is here, I told you. They also have some questions. They want to know what this King of Swords, what's their motive? Why, what were their matriarch and them? What were they been doing all these years, okay? And now these people are going to be seen for what they've done. And that's why they're in this 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this matriarch, who knows what happened with them now? But just know that this fucking Queen of Cups in reverse, that's now this Queen of Swords, this King of Swords in reverse now has to answer the question as to why they were, you know, sponsoring this person, as was with the matriarch. This is like their friend now, okay? That this King of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Cups, as the matriarch had them as their protege. So it was just one big setup just to fucking take the energy. That's all it really came down to. That's all it came down to. And then at the end of the day, you are going to get your wish come true, 9 of Cups, because you're being seen as a wish come true. All right? That is all that it is right now, because the betrayals, 7 of Swords, are being seen through. The King of Wands and the King of Cups, they see what this King of Swords in reverse is all about. All right? They let this person, they played this person. This person thought they were playing the King of Wands and the King of Cups, but they were playing this person. Okay? They played this person like a fucking fiddle. This is why they're sitting here like this, working without reward, while the other two are just watching and waiting for them to falter. That's all it comes down to. They don't have to do anything. The King of Cups and the King of Wands, they don't have to say or do anything. This person's burying themselves. Okay? Knight of Cups, because they cannot. There's no debate now. They're not going to say you don't have this Knight of Cups energy, that you're not romantic, you're not charming, that you're not innocent, you're not pure. They cannot say this. They can also not say that you're unconditionally loving, 6 of Cups. They can't say that you are not loyal. They can't say any of this stuff. They can't say you're using anyone for money. They can't say, there's nothing they can say. They don't have a leg to stand on. And they have to answer why they lied about you. They have to answer this. They didn't want to answer all these. They kept saying it's preposterous. But now they're in the point where no. It's not preposterous. We have quite a bit of evidence here lined up against you, Mr. King of Swords in reverse. We have a couple questions, okay? Our friend Death is here. Our friend Karma is here. They have a couple questions. Please, can you have a seat? Please and thank you. And we'll let you know, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine for you. Don't worry. Just have a seat, okay? All right, just have a seat, because you know why? Because the 10 of Swords is here for you, okay? So don't worry about nothing, okay? Because you never see it coming. That's why, King of Swords, you're never going to see it coming. That's why I tell you don't worry about it, okay? So don't stay it out of your head, 8 of Swords. There's no reason to be all up in your head, okay? This person's stuck, though, all right? Because you have him in this Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy, okay, with this 8 of Swords. So this person's completely stuck like a rope, bro. Okay, so they're basically working without reward, stuck. There's nothing to it, and the end of the day is this 10 of Swords will come get them when they least see it. Okay, so they're not even gonna see this coming. It's gonna come from it's gonna blindside them completely. That's why I believe that they're just gonna go down, like they're just gonna need a doctor. That's what I believe. They're gonna collapse or something. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So you got a King of Swords that's gonna collapse. King of Swords in reverse said it's about to collapse, and you are getting your wish come true. Okay, so we know what's going to happen with this King of Swords. We got you in this Knight of Cups. What else? Is there anything else we need to know? Or should I just get a confirmation? I'll do the next one. Okay, just know that there's no love on this side. This King of Swords at reverse. There's no love here with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, this all is being seen. It's so visible, though. That's the part of it. There's no debate. Nobody can say, because now say your counterpart just picked you right off the bat and didn't have to deal with all this. Okay, this King of Swords in reverse would never have quit. They would have been bringing these Queen of Cups in reverses, throwing them at your counterpart, trying to put them in, all indulgence. Trust me, this would never end it well for you. Okay, but the fact that it had to happen this way, made it so much better because you're being seen so much more nicer with this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Swords energy. Okay, you got the Chariot here. Things are moving along. Okay, you're being seen as pure and innocent. You're getting your wish come true, 9 of Cups. Okay, you are being seen as this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you are being seen as the ideal spouse. You showed that you don't need anybody. You showed that you're a 9 of Pentacles. This is all done because these people came up against you and said you weren't who you were. Okay, so we thanked them again. Thank you. Thank you. There's no need to get upset with these people. They helped you. Whether they did it inadvertently or not, they still helped you. So there's no need to be mad at anybody when you got to the destination still. Okay, they may have tried to stop you, but they got you there. They actually got you there faster, believe it or not. Believe it or not. They thought they were slowing you down, but they actually got you there faster. It's amazing. God's great. He really is. He really is. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. Now these people, they don't know what's going on here. The delays, there's no motivation, lack of energy, there's no passion. You could see it with this Queen of Cups in reverse and this King of Swords in reverse. They're done. It's like they're just waiting. Okay, just waiting. It's like they're waiting to, they're stuck. Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They are stuck. There's nothing they could do. While you keep going with the 7 of Pentacles, you keep working hard. You're not going to stop, okay? You have these people basically blocked off. They cannot do anything. Okay, you're just going to keep building, but you have them to where they can't knock it down now. It's like they're still there, but you have them at a distance now, okay? You have them blocked off. It's like you almost have a bubble around what you're building. They could see it, but they can't do anything like they once would. Before, there was not that bubble around it. Okay, they would be able to come in there and kick you into it, soon watch you build, and then kick you into the sandcastle that you built, and you'll build another one. They do the same. Now they can't do it. They just can watch. They could bang on the fucking thing, and you could just look over, maybe that like a little distraction. You say, all right, and you just put your headphones in, and you keep doing what you're doing. Because you know they're there, but you know they can't do nothing. Hey, we waved. Hi, how are you? That's what we do. Hi. Remember us? Yeah, obviously, because you're watching us. You see what we're doing here? We're doing good, right? You didn't see that coming, right? We're getting our wish come true, we tell them. Okay. And they're not too happy. So this is what's really given. They're becoming off as fucking real demons like that are impatient demons is what they're coming off, because they know that the end is here for them. They know it. It's right here. It's right here. Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse, because their energy's scattered. They're angry now. They're upset. They're malicious, this King of Swords. They're being seen this way. Okay, and they're under judgment. Judgment's here. Judgment Day is here for these people. It's here. So I'm going to do one more, and then we'll get a confirmation here, see what will work and what otherwise. Let's see if we could get this thing with this King of Swords in reverse. We see this person's finished. Okay, you got your wish come true. Okay, and you know what your wish come true is going to come with? It's because you solved the puzzle. You are the one who solved the puzzle. The Wheel of Fortune is yours, okay? You have the grand prize coming your way, okay? And that grand prize will have you publicly recognized. 6 of Wands, okay? So that ends well. All right, so yes, you will get your wish come true because you solved the puzzle. Usually what would happen, you earned it, okay? And now you get your Wheel of Fortune, okay? The wheel is turning in your favor now, officially, and you're being recognized while that's happening. So I like that. Okay, I like that. I do. I like that for you. Because I know how close it is. I know how close it is. I know how long you've been waiting. I got another deck here. I'm going to use this one. It says like questions on it. Like when it says, it was like, well, why would you? Like, I don't know, something. I'm going to see how it works. So I'm going to see if I can pull that off. I don't know. I just got this out of the deck. These things are like literally just cut them out of the deck. Pay the place. That's how fresh they are. So let's get a little, even that I really don't need. I guess I'll selenate them anyway. Who cares? Okay, so just now, you, as we stated, are getting your wish come true, okay? Not only that, you are a wish come true. Okay, everybody knows this. Everybody sees this. This is not even like a question anymore. Okay, now you being this wish come true is putting this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in record time. Okay, they're moving there recordly, okay? Because you remember, you're a 9 of Pentacles. You are Queen of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. There's nobody here that's going to make you seem like you need anybody. You're independent. You were able to Hangman reverse. You were able to pause, surrender, and look at things from all different perspectives, okay? And that is the reason why you're in the situation you're in. You're not focusing on stupid nonsense. You're not doing that anymore, okay? You're just focusing on yourself and becoming the best version. That's all. That's the reason why you're in the situation you're in. So let's see if we can get a confirmation here, please. And thank you. A little clarification here, God. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks. Okay, so just know they're not too positive over there at Sun in reverse. They're not like you, okay? There's a lot of depression. There's lack of energy. Very negative, okay? A lot of setbacks and delays for this King of Swords in reverse because they didn't see this coming. That's just really what it comes down to because of the Page of Pentacles. Because you are manifesting this. You are a master manifester. They cannot stop it now because you're blocking them off. Like I said, they see it. They just can't stop it. Okay, because opportunities here, exploration, focus, practicality. It says, how can I stay grounded and focused in pursuing my goals? So if that is something that is, bothering you, then it says the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. New ideas can change your life. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I mean, I would imagine that would be true. That I would concur with that. So, what else are we getting out of this here? What else? We also now know that this King of Swords in reverse is stuck here carrying all the burden, they said. He's stuck. There's not anything you can see. They're with the Eight of Swords and this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That they have all this responsibility, hard work. Okay, they got to put a lot of effort. It says they're going to be feeling weighed down. Okay, this is what responsibilities are overwhelming you. Okay, what King of Swords, what responsibilities do you have that are overwhelming you here, buddy? Well, what's the problem? Okay, what's the problem? Because death is here, that's the problem. And he wants to know, what's up? He said, what's your problem? He said, what's overwhelming you? Because I'll take care of you first, he says. Well, come on, we'll have to talk, he says, Death. He says, remember, there's always a new beginning after the end, okay? Remember that. Okay, what endings are necessary for the new beginnings? This King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Cups in reverse, they're necessary for ending for your new beginnings. And that's going to happen because they're karmic energy that needs to be cleared out, which they will. They're clean, clear. That's your counterpart's karmic energy. Okay, and now you remaining in this balanced temperance energy is the reason why these energies are going to be cleared out. They needed you to roll around the mud with them. They needed you to act out. They needed you to say crazy things so they can say, see, look, told you. You never gave them the opportunity to do this again, okay? Maybe in the past you have, okay? But the fact is that you sealed your energy off and they cannot do anything. They cannot say anything. You're in a hermit energy. They don't even know what you're doing, okay? All they know is that you're a gangstar magician. All they know is that you are, a magical gangstar because it says the magician is all about creativity, skill, and confidence. And you are clearly displaying all those attributes. Okay, because you can manifest what you desire in your life. It's all in your hands as a magician, okay? How can you achieve your talents? How can you use your talents to achieve your goals? That's what you have to look in. You have to figure out what talents you have that are going to get you there, and you're going to have to utilize them, okay? Whatever they try to block off, you're getting there. You're figuring it out, okay? That's took it from you, you're calling your energy back. You're developing new skills now, like stuff that you didn't even know you were capable of. And that's fine because, this is how you had to learn anyway. This is how it came about. Okay, because again, you stayed in this hangman energy. Pause, you surrendered, you looked at things from all different perspectives. Okay, it says, what sacrifices were you willing to make for a higher purpose? Okay, you sacrificed a lot here. Okay, it says, sometimes the only way to gain perspective is to pause and to see the world, surrender to what it is. That's what it's saying. Sometimes that's the only way to gain perspective. Okay, and you did this in a very balanced, temperance way, okay? And they didn't see that happening. They also didn't see you being this Nine of Wands, so brave. They also didn't see that, okay? Because you have been through a lot and come out stronger on the other side. Yes, you have. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Because what challenges have you overcome? You must see how much resilience, determination, and perseverance, and courage, and strength you really have. You don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only option. So this is why you're getting your wish come true. This is what happens when people, do what you did, okay? This is what happens. And that's why, again, there's no love over here. There is no love for these people. There's heartbreak. It's just over. There's nothing to this, That's why they counterpart. They're trying to get them to stay in an unloving situation, but they're only doing that because they know that their life depends on it. They know that. That's why they're trying to trick your King of Cups. Okay, your King of Cups is not going for this. They never did believe this. They only went through this so they knew that they could get rid of this people this way. They knew that this was going to end badly. They knew you were their twin flame. They knew all this. You have to understand that. I want you to understand that, please. Okay, because it says you are the master of your emotions. Sometimes taking decisions by heart can lead to consequences. Okay, this is what this King of Cups is telling us. It says, is there a need to balance emotions with intuition, reason, and logic? Okay, this person now becoming very emotionally mature now. Okay, they see. Okay, maybe they weren't because they had a lot of projections on them this period. You got to understand what these had some serious high-level demons around them, your counterpart. I mean, I think they had more interaction with demons than you ever have. Okay, I mean, demons just attacked you. I mean, they actually tried to make this person into a demon. Okay, and they even had the King of Wands in reverse character around there that was trying to cause all this chaos. Okay, it's persona non grata, this person. This person was the one who leaked the evidence, that leaked all this information to this King of Swords in reverse. Okay, this person's like a King of Swords in reverse. It's a ruthless bastard. Okay, the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so now we know this King of Wands in reverse was working with this King of Swords in reverse. And now these two are going to be the sacrifices here. This King of Cups, this King of Wands in reverse, and this King of Swords in reverse. Okay, because remember, you're a Queen of Swords. You have boundaries here. You sealed your energy. Nobody is coming near you. They can't get to you. Okay, so this King of Wands is now in reverse, is very much stuck, okay, and tied to this King of Swords in reverse. They never thought that they were going to be, you know, and even with this Queen of Cups. So they're all, everybody who's connected, they didn't want to be seen as connected, are all being seen as connected. Now they have to answer these questions. Well, what is going on here? That is what's really blowing the lid off here, because the Page of Cups is here, because you got new beginnings here. There's creative opportunities, okay? Your intuition, your artistic expression is being seen very clearly, okay? You're seeing with this Three of Cups. You have this, you know, celebration here. You have this friendship, community. Okay, so will a social gathering or event be enjoyable? Perhaps. Okay, celebrate the love within every relationship and friendship. Yes, you should. Never take it for granted, okay? Because you never know. You never know, okay? Somebody wants to be good to you, but you'll always know. Use your intuition. You know who's trying to, you know, who's good and who's not. So it don't make a difference. And that's why, again, the Chariot's here. Okay, movement is here. Okay, that clarifies that. So you know that movement is here. You know, okay, these people, Four of Pentacles, they were very, very greedy. They wanted this, they didn't want to share the wealth with you, especially not this King of Wands in reverse. They wanted to take. They wanted to take. That's why they were giving this King of Swords in reverse all this negative information about you. Okay, they were trying very hard. These are the two you really hate. You really hate these two. And I hate to say hate, but these are the worst. These are the worst energies, and these are where they're going. These two are going. They will be the sacrifice, including these. These will be the three sacrifices. Where's this? And when I say sacrifices, somebody's got to be sacrificed. They promised. They promised you these three. Okay, with the matriarch included. They promised you. Okay, and they did not deliver. So somebody has to pay. They created this. They did death magic on you. They did all types of stuff. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think? That's why they're nine of Wands in reverse. They're paranoid. They're giving up. There's nothing they can do. They have a lack of resilience. They feel overwhelmed. They never had any courage. They did this all behind your back. Okay, and that is why death is here for them. The end is here for them. Okay. Trust me when I tell you, they wanted you to be sacrificed. They only sacrificed themselves trying to sacrifice you. That's what happened. That's all it comes down to. Sacrificed themselves trying to sacrifice you and made you into a diamond, okay? And they also brought you this Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups, this was what brings you to your Ten of Cups, okay? This because you are a Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. We clearly see that, okay? We always know that. Wish come true you are, all right? Here you go. And that is why, with this Ace of Cups, we'll create this Ten of Cups, where you build your foundation on. And you'll have your Four of Wands and your Two of Cups, because your wish come true is the Two of Cups, okay? And you know why? Because the Two of Cups is right here. That is your wish come true. You know it, I know it, and that is going to be the end result for you, okay? So you are going to get your wish come true, because you have your Ace of Cups right here, with your Nine of Cups, and that is exactly what you're going to do, because we have the Chariot here twice, and movement is here. It is coming very quickly. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you later. Have a great day.